Hi there everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. My scentsy club has arrived. So we're going to do a unboxing together. So what is Scentsy Club? So Scentsy Club is basically Scentsy's auto ship or subscription program for all of your consumable products. And let me just say one thing. If you're a regular user of our consumable products, it doesn't make sense not to have a Scentsy Club program, particularly if you're regularly going to use over $51 in our consumable products, because it's the cheapest way to get your consumable Scentsy, apart from having a party or using Hostess Rewards. This is basically your cheapest way to grab your consumable products. For me, I love Scentsy Club because of the always get my bar perk, or always get your bar perk, which I will delve into a little bit later. But basically what it is we have a lot of items that come out for brief periods of time. Our catalogue changes over every 6 months. So scents aren't always around forever. And sometimes you may come across a scent that you absolutely love and adore. But when it's gone, it's gone. Not with Scentsy Club. If you put that scent into your club in bar form while it's still available, Scentsy will continue to pour and make that scent for you, even if you are the only person that they are pouring and making that scent for, as long as it's in your club. So that's basically what I use Scentsy Club for primarily. We're about to talk about bars that are not available at the moment on the website. They are retired bars and they are my favorite bars. So as I said, it's an auto ship program and you can choose how frequently you want your club to come. You can get it come to you on a monthly basis, you can get it come to you once every 2 months, or you can get it come to you once every 3 months. This is actually my bi-monthly club, and I also have in here a very small quarterly club. So I have been with Scentsy Club basically not long after since I joined as a consultant, and I play with my club so much that I've got clubs here, there and everywhere under different email accounts, under my husband's name, under my kid's name, because I've been trying to get the right shipping date for me, the right amount of bars for what I use, and a lot of different things. So this smaller quarterly club was originally quite bigger, but I have been transferring things over, so I'm getting things shipped to me on the 5th as opposed to the 15th. And because there's bars in there that are classified as an always get my bar, that perk which I just finished telling you about, where you can keep bars that are no longer available, because they are no longer available, I can't transfer them from one account to the other. So I still don't want to lose that bar because it's my favorite. So I still had that smaller account. The other one is my bi-monthly club, and this is quite a large one that we're going to go through. It's actually quite larger than my bigger quarterly club, because what I pop in that particular club are bars I use more frequently. So it has all my bakery bars in it, it has all my bedroom bars in it, and it has all my winter bars in it. Now, my quarterly club has all my Christmas bars in it and my summer bars in it, because I only get them 3 times a year, because I do take advantage of the fact that you can skip once in a 12-month calendar period. If you have a club, you can skip once in a 12-month calendar period one of your shipments without losing. You'll always get my bar. So I do take advantage of that. So that quarterly club only comes to me 3 times a year, which means my Christmas scents are only going to come to me 3 times before Christmas hits. And I find with my summer scents, I don't use them as frequently as I use my winter scents, or I don't use them as fast, because our calendar, or not our calendar, wrong word, our catalogue is the word I was looking for, because our catalogue in general here in Region 3 always has, I find, even in our autumn winter catalogue and our spring catalogue, because we're in a, I guess, hotter area of the world, our catalogue always has a good variety, I want to say, of summer scents. So I always have quite a good stash of summer scents, whereas we get less spice scents, we get less bakery scents in our catalogue. So I hoard them in my bi-monthly club, and even if they're scents I use more in winter, I tend to use them up over that bi-monthly period and need to stock up through summer to have them ready for winter again. Whereas in summer, as I said, we still tend to get a good range of summer scents. So I don't really use my summer scents as fast as I do my winter scents. So you're about to see a lot of bakery in here, as I said, and a lot of winter scents, as it is my quarterly club, and this is probably only half the size, sorry, not my quarterly club, this is my bi-monthly club, because it is my bi-monthly club, and that's where I keep the scents that I use more frequently or use up more of. And as I said, this is probably only half of my bi-monthly club, because the original shipping date I had with my bi-monthly club was the 15th, and because you can't change the shipping date after it's set, and I wanted to get my half price item earlier than what it was coming, I did open up a new club account where my shipping date of my items are coming on the 5th, and I'll explain why as we get to my half price item. But again, because a lot of these items were already locked off as a bring back my bar, I couldn't delete them out and put them in to a new club. Once they're locked off as an always get my bar, you can't put them into club. You can only put an item into club as an always get my bar while it is still available. So what I was able to shuffle over to that 5th has been shuffled over to the 5th. So you'll see the rest of my bi-monthly club next month. But this is the first half of my bi-monthly club. As I said, it makes sense to have a Scentsy club if you're a regular consumer of our consumable products, because once your Scentsy club hits $51, you're going to get a 10% discount. If you were to buy that on the website straight out, you wouldn't get a 10% discount. And once your club hits $101 here in Australia, you not only get that 10% discount, but you also get a half price item. And as I said, my half price item is why I'm starting to transition my clubs over to a earlier ship date of the 5th, as I can get access to these bars to put into, if they return in a bring back my bar or come back in a catalogue, then they'll get shuffled over to that newer account I made. But I like to take advantage of the whiff box as my half price item. A whiff box is Scentsy's mystery box, and each month they put together a particular themed mystery box full of products. You can get the whiff box by itself on our website for $59, but why would you when you can just open up a Scentsy Club account and get an instant 10% discount on the whiff box? Or if you, like me, have a healthy subscription and $101 in a Scentsy Club subscription, then you can get your whiff box for half price. I will be saving the whiff box to open in a separate video with the contents, but let me just say, this month's whiff box is quite exciting because it's giving you perks for items in this month's Swift box. I have seen sneak peeks of what's yet not available to the general public for purchase. So if you want to get your hand on something similar to like a consultant perk, this month's Swift box is the way to go. And this is the whole reason why, as I said, I opened up a new account, because this particular account doesn't ship to the 15th. We're in the last week of May now. Sometimes I won't get my shipment till the last day of the month or the first day of the new month. And it gets a little bit too late to show the contents of what's in this box. So I wanted an earlier shipping date so my whiff box could come to me earlier. I mean, I could choose a different half price item and just purchase this outright on the 1st. But when I can get this for half price of something that has over $59 of value in it and only pay $30, why wouldn't I? Saves money and I still get to enjoy my scented goodies. So that's my half price item. Let's delve into the rest of this. As I said, I've thrown in that quarterly bars and that with the bi-monthly bars. So we'll talk about them as I go on and which one's which. So I did pick up a 25 watt light globe. You will see when I do my empties. This month has been the month for me changing globes out. So I'm starting to just throw globes in here, there and everywhere in orders I'm making in clubs, just so I can stock up on my globes. So the next first lot of bars I'm going to talk about were from that quarterly club. And I think there were 5 bars in that quarterly club. But if they were available for me to re-add into a club, if they come back in and bring back my bar, all 5 of these bars would get taken out of this particular club and actually get thrown into the bi-monthly club that we're going to go through now. So, which is why I've kind of thrown them in with this club, because all 5 of these bars are something I would want on a bi-monthly basis and as something that I use quite regularly. So the first one is Caramel Sugar Cone. So this was a Bring Back My Bar a couple of years ago, and it basically smells like the caramel toffee on a caramel apple. So it's not a chewy caramel, it's more the caramel glaze that you dip your apple in to make your caramel apple toffee. It is very, very sweet. I love to mix this with an apple scent to make a caramel apple toffee scent. Absolutely love it. This is one of those, if I had to choose between my bakery scents, might be one I would eventually get rid of because I don't reach for it as much as my other bakery scents. But when I do reach for it, I really, really do enjoy it. So the next one is one that I wish I had a lot more of and really did have it in my bi-monthly. And it was also a Bring Back My Bar at one stage, and it is apple butter frosting. So yes, it's in my club, but to me, I still describe this as my scentsy heartbreak, because what happened when this particular scent was available as a Bring Back My Bar, I actually got in my consultant kit, a really old bar that must have been sitting in the back of the factory when they sent it out, and I warmed it and it smelled like burnt butter. I didn't get all the beautiful cinnamon, I didn't get the rich butter frosting and all the scents that so many people talked about when I heard the reviews. It smelled like rancid, burnt butter. My dogs are going off. I do not know why they're going off. They're just being annoying. I do apologise. So if you can hear the dogs going off outside, they're barking at passers-by or something. So it smelled like rancid burnt butter, and I had thrown this into this quarterly club based on reviews, thinking I'm really going to love this. And then I got that bar and I was so disappointed. I very nearly went into my club and deleted it out, but I realised it was an old bar I got, and I'm like, no, I'm going to wait, I'm going to give it time, I'm going to let that club ship and hope I get a better pour of the bar. And that club shipped and I got a new pour of the bar and I fell in love. But by the time that club had shipped, the ship had sailed on me being able to amend how much I could put in my club and at what frequency. So I had to live with having one bar of apple butter frosting every 3 months. But if I had got a proper pour the first time round, this would have probably already been in my bi-monthly club, and I probably would have had probably 3 of it in my bi-monthly club. Most of my bars are 2. I think except for my hat club and the next bi-monthly club that's shipping, but I don't know whether I'm going to keep them at 3 because it's just that I merged some from my monthly into that bi-monthly that has made it from 2 to 3. But in general, 2 is usually my maximum of a particular scent. But this is one I could quite easily see having 3 shipped to me bi-monthly and keep it at 3. I pretty much warm this as soon as it comes in, and then I'm waiting 3 months for the next one to come. And that's why I say, even though I still have one come to me every 3 months, it's still a scentsy heartbreak for me, because this is one that I would consume a lot more. So this next one was originally a scent of the month in December 2020, and I think we're the only region that it never followed through from a scent of the month to actually a catalogue scent. And again, I kind of wish I had it more in quantity in this scent in my club, but I only put one in quarterly because I thought I would not use up my consultant kit as fast as I did, because as a consultant we're able to get access to the scent of the month kit prior to it comes, and it contains 8 bars. So I thought 8 bars will keep me in stockpile, and then that one every quarter will keep it up. But that wasn't the case. And this bar is Arctic Kiss. It's basically just a cool, fresh, I want to say minty, but it doesn't smell minty. It's more clean and fresh air, but it's got that cooling quality that mint has, and it's sweet and it's beautiful. Even though it's kind of a winter aimed bar, this is a scent I will warm all year round when I want the house to smell clean and fresh and sweet. And it's open concept worthy. It is absolutely beautiful. So again, another one I would have probably had 2 come every bi-monthly. I don't think I would up it to 3 like apple butter frosting, but it's one I definitely feel I could have more than just one every 3 months. So the next one, I can't seem to keep this one on hand. I've actually warmed the first bar of this, I think, in 12 months. Normally, friends will see I have this and take it off my hands. But April last month was my birthday and I actually warmed a bar of this in celebration. First one I got to warm for myself and thoroughly enjoyed it, and that is Happy Birthday. It smells like a beautiful, rich marble cake. So you get that rich vanilla from the marble cake, and I pick up a little bit of a chocolate note. So it's the marble cake of the marble chocolate and the marble vanilla. I don't so much get the strawberry of it, but I get the rich buttery vanilla cake and just a little bit sometimes of that chocolate. Absolutely beautiful. I do gift this to people for their birthday. I have friends that absolutely love this, and as I said, I got to warm one of these for the first time in probably 12 months. So this is another one I kind of wish was in that bi-monthly frequency, because then I could get it more regularly and be able to enjoy it more regularly. And the last one is Vanilla Oud. So this one is for my bedroom. It is a very sensual, slightly masculine but sweet, earthy, woodsy vanilla. Absolutely love this one in my bedroom. So that was the small quarterly club. So it contained, as I said, these 5 bars and the light glow. But if these ever come back in a bring back my bar, or are available to purchase in a collection or re-add to club, they will get taken out of this particular club and shuffled into the club we're about to delve into now. So let's delve into it, shall we? So first one out of the box is Cider Mill. So this was from a recent bring back my bar, and yes, I only warm this probably in the cooler weather. I start warming it basically from now until the end of October. But every bar I get of Cider Mill from now until the end of October, by the time October hits, will be gone. And then I'll have to start building up my stock in my bi-monthly club during the summer months, so I have it again for winter. This is Apples, Pumpkins and Spice. It is absolutely beautiful. It is warm, it is cozy, it is comforting. Absolutely love it. The next one, Sugar Cookie. So I missed the boat on this when it retired first time round. I wasn't quite as into bakery scents then as I was now, and then when it came back in a bring back my bar, I fell in love with it. This is another one that I go through just as fast as it comes in. I like it by itself, but I love it more as a mixer. It's just the perfect mixer for any fruit scent or any basically citrus scent, any scent that you want to make a little bit more bakery or tone down. Sugar Cookie is absolutely fantastic for. The next one, Clementine Cupcake. Absolutely love this one. I will warm this one in summer as well. It's a rich, thick cupcake with just that little bit of brightness from the clementine. Not long lasting, but when it's going, I am absolutely in love. As I said, you're going to see a lot of wintry scents. You're going to see a lot of my, I guess, more earthy bedroom scents. And you're going to see a hell of a lot of bakery scents in this club, because these are the scents that I use on a frequent basis. The next one, Gimme Candy. So this was a scent of the month last year, and it's a butterscotch lolly or a butterscotch toffee. Again, absolutely love this one. So if you're a caramel lover, that one would be right up your alley. The next one, Hug in a Mug. So this was a Bring Back My Bar also at one stage, and it's a hot chocolate. It does have a cookie dough note in it, but I get a warm, rich, hot chocolate. It is warm, it is cozy in winter, but mix it with a vanilla scent and a strawberry scent in summer, and you get almost this ice cream Neapolitan type scent going, and that just takes down those other scents. The strawberry scent or the vanilla scent just tones down the heaviness of this particular scent. But then when you want it heavy and warm and a hot chocolate in winter, it is absolutely perfect. So the next one is maple rum cake. This to me smells like a spiced fruit cake. It gives me memories of Christmas pudding at lunchtime on Christmas Day. It smells like the Christmas dessert our family love to eat, Christmas pudding on Christmas Day. And that's what this smells like to me. It has those memories flooding back. It's just a beautiful spiced fruit cake to me, and I absolutely love it. So the next one, we have Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin. So this was from the Halloween collection last year, and I've actually been really enjoying this one in my bedroom lately. So it is just a beautiful sweet pumpkin and vanilla, but it's perfect this time of year where the weather is a lot cooler and I'm not into those summery scents, but it is still not quite really cold to go for the heavier scents. I'm finding this is kind of like the perfect transition scent for me in my bedroom, Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin. Then I have from the Scentspirations collection last Christmas, Caramel Buttercream. I did, before I edited this out and the shipped, have the other two, which was Candy Cane and Gingerbread Buttercream, but they are in my hat club, and I did pick up the Gingerbread Buttercream one in the recent warehouse sale, so I picked that one up that way, and I still have a few left on hand of the other ones, so I decided I would use up the ones I have on hand, and by the time I finished using up them, that hat club would be ready for me to ship, and I could get some more that way anyway. So I didn't really need it coming bi-monthly when I had it in the hat club and had enough to get me through till I had to make decisions with the hat club. But I did keep Caramel Buttercream because I did want to get at least one more, and I will probably take this one out of this particular club and just wait till I have to merge my hat club, because my hat club will have to be merged into this club, and those three will be ones I will keep and just get merged. No, it's in the one on the 5th, so not the 15th. So my hat club actually ships on the 5th as well, but it's in the quarterly frequency, and I will be due to where I have to decide what I want to actually keep in that bi-monthly. So as I said, I'm trying to pull everything to the 5th anyway, so this will come out of this club, and by the time my hat club's ready to ship, it will be pulled up back into the bi-monthly anyway, and I will then have access to all three of these Scentspirations ones again, even though I didn't have all of them come this time. Then I have Perfect Oatmeal. This is from the last Bring Back My Bar, and it smells like oatmeal simmering on a stovetop with raisins or currants in it. It does have that fruity note added to it, which almost gives it like a muesli bar type quality about it, but it is really, really enjoyable, particularly at this time of year. Hopefully you can hear me over these dogs just going ballistic over people walking past. The next one, Maple Vanilla Glaze. So this was from the Christmas collection just gone by, and it is a very rich maple scent. Again, I don't know how long this one's going to stay in there. We don't get many bakery scents here in Australia, so as you can see, I kind of hoard the bakery scents, so because they're the scents that I really do love and I warm all year round, and I don't want to not have choice when it comes to bakery. I want to have choice with my bakery scents. So if there are other bakeries, if it gets to the stage where I do need to edit and cut down, this might be one of the first to go because it is so rich, and I do have to be in the mood to want to melt this one. But when I'm in the mood for melting this one, I'm in the mood for melting this one, if that makes sense. So the next one, Salted Caramel Toffee. So this was from our last Scent of the Season collection, and this is a rich, chewy, ooey gooey caramel toffee. Again, it's very sweet, and again, it's one you need to be in the mood to want to melt because of how cloyingly sweet it is. But when it's going, it is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, I really must love my caramel scents, because you've got here caramel buttercream, gimme candy, salted caramel toffee, and then you've also got the caramel sugar cone. As you can see, I can't make up my mind what caramel scent I like more, but if I had to get rid of one, the first one would probably be caramel sugar cone. They're all good in their own way, and they're all slightly different in their own way. And then we have, so these two were from our Christmas brick collections last year. So then we have caramel chestnut. Look at that, another caramel. So I still have a whole brick left of this, and this is warm roasted chestnuts. It's warm, it's cozy, inviting, but then you've got that sweet caramel at the same time. So I ended up picking up 2 of these bricks and popping this scent in my club because I loved it that much. And we do have a summer brick collection available out at the moment. So if you love a scent, or you just don't want to commit yourself to a brick, which is these here. So here's the caramel chestnut brick here. As you can see, there is a huge, massive size difference between the bar and the brick. So if you just don't want to commit to something this big, pop that scent in. Well, you can't pop caramel chestnut because this brick's no longer available, but our summer bricks are currently still available. So with our summer scents, you could pop into club and you will get them in bar form, not in brick form, and still be able to experience that scent if a brick is just a little bit too big for you. But for me, I have just finished using a full brick of this. I've got this brick to go, and I love it that much that I'm going to continue, even after my bricks are gone and no longer available, to get it in bar form and enjoy it in bar form. And then the other one that I went absolutely mad over in the Christmas bricks was maraschino sugar cookie. So I still have 2 full bricks of this. I actually purchased 3 bricks of this and popped it into my club a lot fast when it came out, because this actually originally came out as an exclusive in 2020 or 2021. So it actually came out as a Christmas bar exclusive in a December whip box. You weren't able to add it to club, you weren't able to purchase it. The only way you could get it was by getting your hand on that December whiff box. And I remember at the time, must have been 2021, because it was just after the restrictions to cross borders here in Australia lifted for COVID, and we were able to go visit our family for the first time in over a year in New South Wales, because we live in Queensland. All our family live in New South Wales, which is like a 2-day drive away, 3-day drive away. And so at the time, the restrictions had just lifted, and we hopped in the car with our little family and went across to New South Wales to visit our family for the first time in over a year. So I had my December whiff box because I wasn't going to get a chance to open it and unveil it. I had it get delivered to my dad's place so I could open it there and unveil it there and see what was in it. So I did my video there and opened this with this exclusive bar in this, and I fell in love. And I think it arrived like a couple of days before New Year's, so it arrived I think 2 days before the cutoff date where you could basically order your December whiff box again. So I immediately went and ordered a second December whiff box so I could get my hand on a second bar of this maraschino sugar cookie, which is this rich sugar cookie and cherry. So I immediately ordered that second box to get delivered back home. And I warmed one of the bars, and I hoarded and hoarded this last bar because it was the only way you could get this particular scent. So when they announced it was coming out in bricks, I immediately grabbed that last bar of maraschino sugar cookie, warmed through it. As I said, ended up getting 3 bricks, and you can bet your bottom dollar this went into my bimonthly club, because I never ever want to be without this scent. I would have to say, if I could only ever have, now I love my scent, so it's never going to happen, and I would be totally devastated if I was told it had to happen, but if I could only ever have one scent in my life, it would be maraschino sugar cookie. Hands down, my favorite ever scent. These dogs just don't want to let up. I do apologize. So we're almost down to the bottom. This is, as I said, probably one of my larger clubs yet to date, because I'm slowly working out where I want my bars and how I want them and how frequently I want to want them. So the next two. So the next one, Halloween Town. So this to me, and this was in our recent warehouse sale to me recently, so I don't think they plan on bringing this back anytime soon. But this to me smells like a good bottle of red wine. It's got those woodsy, oaky, earthy notes about it, but then it's got a really rich, deep berry scent. This is one of those scents, like maraschino cookie, that I crave. I can warm this scent and need to change my scents out because the scent's gone from the warmers, and reach for this scent straight again. For me, maraschino sugar cookie, Halloween Town, they're some of my craveable scents. The next one, again, I warm this like 9 years out of 12. I warm it all through winter, and I warm it as we're transitioning from summer to winter and from winter to summer before it gets too hot. and that is Jack's Obsession. This is an apple cider scent, but it has a green apple note in it. So it's a little bit brighter and not as, I guess, I don't want to say not as warm, because you still get that warmth and coziness from the spice. But there's just a little bit of brightness and bite from the green apple that makes it perfect for if it's not really, really cold, and if it's still slightly warm, because you've got that brightness from the green apple. Absolutely love this, and one of my favourite mixes is to mix this with honey pear cider, which is coming back in our Bring Back My Bar next month. So excited, because that's going to be added to this little club collection when it comes, and I have got 2 more. So these 2 I'm undecided on whether they're going to stay in my club, but when we delve into next month, the bi-monthly part that ships on the 5th, you're going to see I love my mint scents just as much as I kind of love my bakery and my woodsy scent. So the 2 mint scents currently in this one are Swirling Snowflakes from the Christmas collection. I'm still not 100% sold on the powdery, flowery note from the eucalyptus flower in here, which is kind of why I'm umming and ahhing. I feel like there are other mint scents I like better, so at some stage it's probably going to get to a point where I need to decide what mint scents I'm actually using and enjoying. And this will be my 3rd bar. I think I've got 3 bars and I just haven't reached for it. So if by the time this is due to ship in 2 months' time and I haven't used any of my 3 bars, then it might be time to make a decision whether this stays or goes. And then the other one was from our Scents of the Season, and this hasn't popped its last year. Normally all the Scents of the Season tend to pop up in a clearance update or in a warehouse sale, and it hasn't popped back up. So this is Vanilla Mint, and when I first warmed this, the citrus note in here I did not like. I first warmed it in the laundry bathroom area, I did not like. And then I warmed it the other day in my bedroom and I quite enjoyed it. I didn't pick up that citrus note that I'm not a fan of, which is why I left it in my club. So on cold, I absolutely love this. It's that citrus note on warming that I sometimes pick up, but I'm not a fan of. But as I said, it hasn't popped up in a clearance update and it hasn't popped up in the warehouse flash sale, which makes me think they might have plans for this, at least in our region. I'm not sure about other regions throughout the year, because all the other fragrances around Christmas and Halloween popped up in flash sales and warehouses, except for this scent. So I'm kind of thinking there's something in the works with this particular fragrance, and it is available in our cleaning at the moment. But that was my bi-monthly scentsy club. As I said, it's chock-a-block full of my bakery scents and scents that I warm on a regular basis and need to come to me on a regular basis. So I hope you enjoyed having a sneak peek into what I enjoy warming. And until then, stay safe and bye for now.